Hello there, it's Rose from the Painted Toad, and I am here to tell you all about Eek Week, which is kind of silly, I know, but um, it started when I found these items at my local Dollar Tree, and I made this really cute little hanger. So I'm going to be teaching you how to do this, not tonight. I'm going to do this on Wednesday, so I'll put a reminder on there. But I do have another fun project. And every day this week, I'm going to be doing some different Halloween projects to get you ready for the holiday if you decorate for Halloween. So if you're joining me, say hi, let me know you're here, and I'm going to get started and show you exactly, hold on here, what I'm making. I got to make sure I got everything open here. Okay, so let me change my screen. There we go. So I have a little craft here that I'm going to show you how to do. I've got some craft paper, which this is some, I don't know if you saw me do the mixed media pumpkin the other day, but this is from that same set. So I have that craft paper. So I don't know if you can find this paper anywhere. You can use any scrapbook paper. You can even use like Halloween napkins or anything you can find, any kind of paper you can find. You could probably even use fabric, but we're doing the paper version. And then I got these letters. I'm pretty sure I got these letters at Dollar Tree. Might have gotten them somewhere else, but any cute wood cutout letters for BOO for boo. And then I have just some wood blocks here. And these actually, this is kind of unique. These were actually karate chopped by my daughter. Technically Taekwondo chopped. She does Taekwondo, but she actually broke these boards. So with her fist. So I'm like, well, I can't just throw those away, so I'm going to be using them for this little project. So if you have somebody in karate or taekwondo or something like that, save those board breaking pieces because you can do crafts on them. They're actually a pretty even job here. These aren't even sanded or anything yet, so I have a couple that are a little uneven, but she did a pretty good job. So, but let's get started. So I'm going to start here with one of these. And if you're here, let me know you're here. Say hi. I can see some people are watching, so I don't know who's watching until you say hello. So go ahead and tell me who you are and I don't know, tell me what you're up to tonight. Are you doing something crafty tonight or are you just chilling out? Mod Podge. I said that wrong. Mod Podge. I always mess that up. That's step one. So I'm going to take some Mod Podge and I'm going to just paint it on the back of this, or front of this. Boy, I don't know if I should do a live tonight. I can't even think straight. My goodness. So I'm just smearing this all over the piece of wood. We're going to use it kind of like glue. It's nice and sticky. We want it all over. I'm going to work kind of fast. Got a lot of my stick here. Hold on. Just kind of get that off of there. I'm just using a flat brush. I would say don't use your best painting brushes on these. If you have some, like these are just simple Michaels ones, so these aren't my super good painting brushes. I use those for painting only. But for this, you can just use any old flat brush. And we're going to get that on there. And then you're going to pick a piece of your paper. So I really love this one with the polka dots. I think is super duper cute. So I'm going to just position it here. Actually, I think, oh, this is like the perfect height. It's like the perfect height there. I can actually, when does that ever happen? Then it lines up perfectly. There you go. So I'm just going to pull this over and line it up perfectly. And then I only have to trim the one side. So I'm just going to put this here. Ooh, a little wrinkly. And if you're like me and you're a perfectionist, you're going to want to like mess around with it to get it perfect. Okay, there we go. Put that there. And some of my Mod Podge, see, it dries super quick. So as I was messing with that, it kind of dried on me on the edges here. But I'm just going to put some right under there. A little bit under here so I get it on the edges. There we go. There. Smooth all that down. Make sure it's sealed on there. And I think that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to set that one aside and then we'll do my next color. So let me set this one up here. I'm definitely going to do this one with the polka dot. So, same thing. These are like perfectly sized. I didn't even know that when I started. I love when things like that happen. It's just like a little happy moment. I'm just going to use a little bit of logic there to figure that out. And let's add the Mod Podge to this block. And I'm going to take some scissors and I'm just going to trim off some of the excess. And I am a saver because I'm a scrapbooker. I will save these little pieces and I might use them for a little Halloween scrapbook. So that's just me. If you're not a saver, you could probably just recycle them. You don't have to keep everything. But I'm a keeper. I keep things. Oh, that's got some Mod Podge on it. I'm going to smooth that out and just let it dry. There we go. So I'll set those aside and save them for another project. Okay, the other thing you might want to do, so while these are drying, I'll probably do more of this later, but I want to show you just so you know this step. So the back of this is a little bit rough. So you don't want to have splinters and things like that. So I'm going to use a sanding block and just kind of sand that down a little bit. Just so that, you know, when I set this up or take it out, I'm not going to end up with, you know, getting a splinter. You want to get splinters from your decorations. I'm just smoothing that out. So I will do this to all of the pieces, but I just wanted to show you that little step. You know, you want to make sure you smooth down your edges and stuff so you don't have a bunch of rough wood. And then while I'm at it, let me show you this. So this is my little sanding block. My husband just made it for me. You can make your own. I think you can buy sanding blocks, but we just took a little piece of sandpaper and just stapled it right onto a little block of wood. And this is actually perfect. It's like just the right size. So I'm kind of excited about that too. So sanding blocks, super easy. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to wait and let this dry a little bit longer, and then we're going to sand these in a second, the edges of them. So I think I'm going to do black, and then I will do, we're going to put this one in the middle, so this will be orange, and then if I do this one, we'll have to see. I might do the cream on this one. I think cream would show up okay. I think that'll be okay. Or maybe I'll just do black on that one too. We'll just have to see how it turns out. So let me set those aside. I always like to do a little bit of planning. Sometimes if I don't do a little bit of planning, then it doesn't work out exactly how I want. Now I could put this on a palette, but I'm just going to put a little bit of paint on here and take a flat brush. Let me grab another one. And I'm just going to paint the whole thing black. And that's going to look super cute on there. Let me see. I think that's going to show up pretty good. All right, let me set that aside. Nice and messy. Now I'm going to do one of the O's. And I want to do kind of a bright orange here. These are kind of soft and muted. So if I take some orange and white, probably a touch of white on there, I think I'm just going to mix it right on here. I'm just putting a little bit of white on there. Now, if you don't want to do it this way, you can always like mix this up on a palette with something, but I'm just going to let it mix right on here. Well, let me see how this looks. I think that actually might look good like that. Not even with, I was thinking I needed to add some white. Let me paint it on here and see how it looks. Now this paint's a little thinner, so I might actually, I might have to do a couple layers of the cream. The other two seem to be pretty covered. And maybe orange might need a little bit more. We'll see. But this one I'm just going to go around. No, I think this looks okay. Beauteous. Okay, so we got B-O-O. I'm just going to use my little sanding block here and just kind of rub it on the edge here. And you can sand that extra piece of paper. It comes like right off. So right there, see how that's coming right off like that? And then a lot of people will also, a lot of crafters, I should say, they'll also sand a little bit up on the edge to just kind of rough it up and make it look a little bit, oh, what's the word, weathered or rustic kind of. And just kind of rough it up a little bit, and it gives it kind of a cute look. Well, I'll do a little bit. And then we'll do this one. I don't know if you can see that? It makes like a line right there. There's another method I saw somebody do where they actually burn, and then once it hits the wood, it stops burning, but they set the edge of the paper on fire, so I don't know if you want to try that. I have my computer here, so sanding is probably a little bit safer bet than burning. I don't know if my husband would be real happy if I started setting paper on fire down here. Okay, there's number 2 done. And then let's rough up number 3. So now that that is sanded, I'm going to go back in with my Mod Podge and my Mod Podge brush. Let me find it. Okay, it was this one. It's a little goopy. Where did I grabbed another paper towel and then I dropped it. Oh, there it is. Ugh. Just get the water out of this. And then I'm going to go back into the Mod Podge here. And let me dust some of this off. It's a bit dusty. Whew. Shouldn't wear black. I got it all over myself. And I'm just going to seal this with the Mod Podge so that our paper is protected from the elements. Okay, so that is covered. I'm close up my Mod Podge. So I'm taking black and just going around the edge of this. And this has a nice, like it's cut this way, so it's got a nice little edge here that you can just kind of bring your paint along the edge. So it's not like I have to, I'm not like painting it perfectly on there. I have a little edge to follow, a little lip. the bee is going on this one. And I am just going to take some of this. Wait, I'm just getting this cream paint everywhere. I'm getting on everything. This E6000 Plus. It's just a glue. You could probably use tacky glue if you're going to put this outside or something. You're going to need stronger stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to put some of this on the back here. There we go. Now it's coming out. Get a couple nice globs on here. This Plus stuff isn't as stinky as the original. I found it at our local Meijer. I'm sure you can find it at your local hardware store. And then I'm going to center this. But we got about the same amount of room at the top and the bottom and the edges. And let's just place that on there. I think that looks pretty good. I'm looking at the video here. So there's the bee. But isn't that looking super cute? Now you could, like I said, you could put these on like a little easel, or they could be a shelf sitter. They're not super thick, so you might have to do something to stabilize it if you might have to lean it against something, because I don't know if it would hold up on its own just standing there, because these are thinner pieces of wood. If you did on a thicker piece of wood, you could definitely use it as a shelf sitter. Or you could you could staple like some jute string to the back and turn it into a little hanger. And then you can hang these letters either all next to each other or at slightly different heights, which would be really cute too. I did the side with cream. And then what I'm just going to do here is take a flat brush and just do little stripes like this. See that? And that way when they see it from the side, it looks cute from the side too. So if you kind of do them as a shelf sitter of the separate piece, or if you hang them on the wall, I would definitely recommend this if you're gonna like hang it somewhere, because that'll look super cute. Let me know what you think if you're watching the replay. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you make this yourself, join my Creative Connected community, and you can share what the different projects you make yourself. I love to see what people make. So that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be bringing more great Halloween crafts and projects all week long here at the Painted Toad. We're doing Eek Week. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and remember to be creative, be artistic, and get connected at the Painted Toad. Thanks so much. Bye.